Hi guys, welcome back to our podcast, The Real Deal with Sass, hosted by Esuk.
And Siri.
Yay!
Yay!
So on today's episode, we are going to talk a little about like dating TV shows, a little bit about flirting. I'm really curious about Citi's update, dating apps, because on previous episodes we have talked a little bit about us
Yep.
being in our 30s, dating, how it is being a single, dating apps and stuff. So now we're kind of gonna go a little deeper into.
You're gonna check if I have downloaded them at least.
Well, you promised us, right?
I know.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
no.
So, but so the other day I was watching this one dating TV show thing. It's called
First Date?
First Date. Thank you.
Because you messaged me.
I was like, we have to talk about this.
Yeah.
First Date. So it's not a Norwegian concept. I think it's very international, right?
Yeah, I think it's in different countries.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a first date. It's like a blind date at a restaurant. And the thing is that, okay, question. Because you see that the restaurant's full of first dates. So they're all there for their first dates? Is that the concept? And they only filmed certain couples?
I'm not sure. I think it's the one restaurant and then it's a normal restaurant, but they're all not just couples that are there for the first date, but they know that they're being filmed, I think, or something like that. I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure.
But it's a cool concept, and what I love about it is that it's just sometimes I'm like looking at it and I'm like I have to close my eyes because it's so awkward, but I'm so fascinated about it. It's just I love the show. I love it.
It's super fascinating, and I'm so impressed by people who actually participate.
Yes.
Wow, credit.
I know, yeah, because you just see there's there are people that are really nervous, and there are people that are just sharing their opening up and sharing their lives, and there are people that are they just don't talk, and you're like, come on, hello, probably because they're so nervous. That awkwardness.
Oh my god.
I love watching it. I just love it. But yeah, I think it's mostly because I'm single, but also to see how other single people date, sort of, on their first dates. But I think
and
it's
we
fun.
all know how awkward a first date can be in general.
Yes.
But imagine having cameras and everything.
I know, because I normally don't like those first dates at a restaurant.
No.
I'm one of those awkward person that no, not I don't know what to say, or I feel like it's more of a interview type of setting, sort of okay, so what do you do, what are your hobbies, what do you like, blah blah blah, and I was like, no, I'm not good at the first
I think the best thing is go for a walk, have a coffee, just do normal stuff, and then do the restaurant thing a little bit later. But as a concept, this is really cool.
I love it.
It's
love it. It's so funny.
And it's the different personalities and
that's
all that.
The thing.
And it's just completely
I love
crazy.
It. And then they like to give a little twist. So for a starter, they give let's say oysters or snails, and you see them oh shit, what am I gonna do, and then there's one girl that the Norwegian version, she tasted it and then it just came out on him.
Oh no,
she spat it out. I was like, no. And that was on camera.
And I think
Poor
they have
girl.
a set menu as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so you don't get to choose from everything.
No,
you can just,
and I love the ones that choose the kids menu.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Spaghetti or a pizza, and you see the other one okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
But I used to love the show The Bachelor.
The Bachelor
And The Bachelorette.
Yeah.
I think it's a new a couple of years later, The Bachelorette came on, and it was kind of...
I loved watching it.
I know.
Not so much now.
No, I don't...
But
is it
then
on
when it
still?
came out, it's still on.
Yeah. But when it came out, it was really cool. I used to watch that. I was like, oh...
Yeah, I liked it too. I was like, oh my God. Like, yeah. But yeah, not anymore. But there's also that one new one, and it's also not a Norwegian concept, the naked dating thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Holy shit. People that go on that show, props to
Whoa.
you. Like, woo, you're like
Yes.
totally naked. Like,
Wow, that is, yeah, I just saw the trailer for it and I was just like, wow, you gotta be really brave and comfortable with yourself for doing that.
Very.
And it's a cool concept though, actually, because it's like
It's so modern now. I feel.
it's modern and it's it's bodies. We all have the same body, sort of like we all have. So it shouldn't be awkward, but it is awkward because we're not used to seeing it, and
that's the thing.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a cool concept, and I wouldn't probably never do it because I wouldn't be brave enough and not comfortable enough within myself to do it. But all honors to everyone who does that. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love when they kind of like, if they're not picked, then they have like that mini interview after. And they're like, yeah, I'm comfortable with my body, or like, I wouldn't think I would do this, but I did it and I'm so proud of myself. And I love watching that. They're like, I did it. And I was like, yay.
And they probably get a little bit more comfortable with themselves after doing something like that. Like, that's the cool part of it.
I mean, can you just think how, like, vulnerable you are just standing there naked?
I know.
And I'm just thinking, is it cold? Yeah. Because you're probably standing there for a while, right?
Oh,
and they're like different sessions or like rounds, like 3-4 rounds or something. Because it's first up to
hips.
I think so, right?
And then
it's like up to here, and then like over your boobs, and then your face. So it's like 3, right? So you're like,
I'm sure it's not cold in the studio.
I hope not for them. I hope not for them. But yeah, that's it. That's a show.
Naked Attraction.
Thank you. Yes.
That's what it's called. Yeah.
I don't think personally I could go on that one. No.
Would you go on any of them though? Like First Date or The Bachelor or?
So I have a couple of friends that were on Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
Very fascinating. And then we have one here. I think that's Norwegian concept. The farm one, or the farmers, or I think if I had to choose, it would be the Marriage at First Sight or something. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. I think because I'm really bad at those first dates at a restaurant, I like try to avoid them at all costs. If a guy's like, hey, let's go have a meal. I'm like, on our first date? No. Like, let's just go have a drink. Let's go have a drink. I'm really awkward because then it's like, what if I hate this dude and then I just ordered my meal? You know what I mean? Or like, I don't know.
But then you have that emergency phone call from your friend. That's always. Oh my! Sorry.
On speed dial.
Yeah. Sorry. I gotta go. My friend is having an emergency or something.
Yeah. Crisis.
Sorry, I gotta go. Talk to you never. No.
I don't know. I'm just really. Are you good at those first dates? No. Like at a restaurant?
No, not at a restaurant. Okay, I like the more. I usually say, "Oh, should we go for a walk or just
hang out
or do something?" Because it's more comfortable and you don't have that setting where you are bound to be uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, if there was a program where it was okay, let's say the first date, but a different setting.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I would do that. Yeah. But like legally, also getting married. And then you had to like live together. I know there's a lot of like, behind the scenes that, don't really show on camera. But I think either that or like, okay, let's say a first date, but like, have a drink or something or do something like activities or,
But do you actually get married? Like, is it it's a set marriage, like you have to, and then you have to wait for another year to get divorced.
Something like that. Yeah.
So... That's
Because you have to be, what, separated first or something?
yeah, you have to be separated for a year, I think,
Yeah.
before you can actually get divorced in Norway. But yeah, so that's a commitment.
That is a commitment. And
Yeah.
props to the two I know.
Yeah.
Three, actually.
Three?
Yeah,
Wow.
2 girls and 1 dude.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So how has that ended up for them? Are they all divorced?
Yes.
Yes.
But okay, let's talk about statistics, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I know the Norwegian dating TV show, The Farmers. What is it called? Farmer something? It's like you're a farmer, and then people like write in, and if you have the most letters,
Yep.
then yeah. So and then they're like six
I think
dudes that move
yeah.
into your farm, sort of,
Yeah.
and then you kind of like date and stuff.
If we translate it word for word, it would be hunting for love or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, now, yeah. Jakten på kjærligheten.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yes.
I think, but that's like word for word.
Very translate. Yeah. But okay, so I've heard that in this country, that show has resulted into like many marriages and kids and babies and everything, right?
Yeah.
But I feel that the first date, because at the end there's always like a status and update, right? So they never met again. They said yes to the let's have next date, and then they're like, yeah, sure, probably because you're on camera, right? And you just want to be nice, and then it's like they never met again, or so I feel that there's like I rarely see that people like actually date or you know continue on that show.
Yeah. But for the farm one that we were talking about, you actually have a longer period of time to get to know someone as well, instead of a first date. So
yeah,
but
that's true.
That's actually the most viewed show like on TV in Norway.
Yes,
people love that show.
That's exactly. Yeah.
But it's cool. I like it.
I love it. Have we have had The Bachelor here?
Yeah.
It didn't really.
It didn't go,
I think it was like 1 or 2 seasons, and then it's like,
I don't think we Norwegians got the concept. Sort of, it's not the same.
It's different.
It's different.
It was totally not the same here. I was like, what am I watching? And I couldn't really watch the entire season. So, and then the naked one,
that just started.
It just started, yeah.
Here.
And I feel that one is more like, we, because you kind of like have a date after, right?
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I've only watched half of it.
Okay, I love watching it. And I love watching it when I come home after I've been out, because I'm like, okay, this is so cool. I did it on Friday. I was like, okay, yeah. But yeah, of what I have watched so far, it seems that they've had fun, but it's more like just had fun last night and stuff, but and then you have the Marriage at First Sight.
Yep.
There's only been like a couple
of seasons for that.
Well, there've been like 4, 5, 6 or something, but
okay.
I've just been a couple of couples that are still married.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just thinking like, statistics and everything. Which one would I like, go on? Because I also feel that, the ideal type. Yeah. Because I'm really strict, right? I'm like, you have to look like this. You have to have full hair. You have to be like tall. You have to be really handsome. Blah. And then you have to have all these other personal traits. And it's like, how the fuck are we gonna find these men for you? Like, So yeah,
that would be a list.
Right? Exactly.
Oh,
I feel that if I went on that first date show, I would be like, oh, hell no. And then it'd be like, bye.
So what would your ideal type be?
Okay, so tall.
Tall, yeah.
Very handsome. What is very handsome? But very handsome for me. Let's say just classical handsome. Everybody thinks that person is handsome. So actors, right? What's his name? The dude from Deadpool. Ryan, not Gosling, but the other one.
Reynolds.
Thank you. He's cute. For like the blonde white dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Channing Tatum is also one of my okay. And then we have all the Korean actors
All the
and the
K-poppers.
K-poppers. I call them for K-poppers. I know some are gonna give me shit for this, but yeah. And okay, so I have this weird thing. I love when dudes have like a little overbite.
Okay.
First of all, what's your ideal type?
Oh, I love, Jon Snow. That type of, little scruffy hair, the little beard. I think that's him, and like Tom Hardy kind of type. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Johnny Depp, no?
Johnny Depp. Early Johnny Depp.
Early Johnny Depp. Okay, so a little like bad
boys.
Bad boy type sort
of.
Yeah. Like the visual.
The visual part of it. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
You're one of those. Okay.
But it depends,
I love it.
and as well, someone can be very attractive and beautiful when you get to know them as well.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really actually.
I mean, okay.
No, sure. For me,
I'm just joking. Yes. I'm very shallow, people.
Yeah. And we all have different standards and what we like, and that is a beautiful thing, because if we all like the same people, that
would be so boring.
That would be so boring.
Yeah.
So,
but okay, back to me liking the overbite. I know it's very weird, but I just love it. And they're not that many like white dudes that I know that have it, but there are a lot of Koreans, like actors and K-popers. But what's yours? Like, that little special thing that you're like, oh, it's so cute.
It's just a little cute. I don't know, the little beard.
Like mustache or no? Just the beard?
But the beard and mustache. The Jon Snow look.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing. I like that.
So when you're out and you're like, hey, you see that?
Yeah. Hey, turn around. No, but I like that, and they look like bad boys, but they probably are not. Well, some of them are.
Yeah. Have you dated bad boys? Like personal?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's for another episode.
Okay. Future episode. Okay.
But yeah. No. But how if you were to meet someone like that out?
What do you mean? You're kind of
no. Like you go out and you see someone that you like and you start the flirting. How did you do that?
Okay. Do you think I'm a obvious flirter?
I think you're an obvious flirter. I think you're like a full-on flirter, and you let them know that you like them, sort of.
This is true. Facts. Yes, I can. Do you know the elevator look?
Oh yeah, the up and down.
Yes, yeah. I'm like, he knows if I like him. And also, if you are like handsome as fuck and you like walk past me on the streets and you smell good, okay, I'm really into like good detergent. I do not know why, but if you have a good detergent, I will turn my head, and a good cologne, and so I could be like, hello,
that's good. That they know.
That they know. Yes, I can be a very obvious flirter. Yeah,
I think I get more into the shy kind of like, oh, he's cute, and then you kind of don't really do anything about it. That's probably why I'm still single. But it's like I'm not thinking you're like, oh yeah, I like him, he's cute. Depends on how many drinks you've had though. I would say.
Like okay, so now I know that the States have been opening for a while, but now Norway has been open for a little bit.
A couple of weeks.
And we're gonna open up even more like from next week or something, so on.
Yeah.
So have you like been out?
I've been out, but the thing is that now I think everyone is very like they don't really know how to talk to people anymore. Because I was out and everyone's like sitting in their own little corner talking to their friends, and I think we need the summer to come back to that whole let's talk, let's flirt, let's do all that. Because I know myself right now, if I meet people at work, I'm like, hey, where have you been? And then you stand like, you still have to keep distance. So you're like a meter half away from them. And so we're still, I think we're adjusting into it.
Okay.
But we need to I think the society needs a little bit of time before we can actually do that and talk to and flirt and all.
That's true. Yeah.
So,
But more like, let's go back to you and flirting.
you really like that.
I do.
She really wants me to flirt.
I'm so curious. Okay, so you see this cute dude at a bar or whatever, and do you like give him a look? Do you like give him like a notice that, hey, I'm looking at you? I think you're fine.
I think that, yeah, you do. And I think everyone who sees someone they like out would do that anyway. But yeah, I do. But then usually you hang out with your friends and you look at them and then you go back to having conversations with your friends and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Okay, let me stop you right there. So you're saying that you're out with your friends at a bar and you see a dude that you're like, okay, and then you give him a look or looks. And then, and then you just go back to like, all right, hi friends.
Well, if
do you do anything, or will there be any action in this flirting, or just
that depends on the situation.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you end up you're at the bar and you see that he's there, I can go and talk to him at the bar or something like that. But
okay, now we're getting into the details.
Yeah, but it's not like. I think we have a very different approach to the flirting thing, and
that's why this is fun.
I know it is, but yeah, I'm probably a really, really bad flirter. And you were talking about the apps. You asked me. We were talking about dating apps, and I'm terrible on the dating apps.
Okay, so this was the first episode?
Yeah.
So I asked you, or you promised.
I did promise.
You promised me, you promised the listeners, you promised the viewers that you would download 2 dating apps.
I've downloaded 1.
You downloaded 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to say which one.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So how long have you been on that dating app?
Actually a couple of weeks now.
Oh!
So I did.
She has!
So I did do that. I did. So yeah, I've been getting some matches and been talking to some people on there. Okay. I haven't met anyone yet. Also because we've been really, really busy. But yeah, it's good. But I'm really bad at the whole conversation starting thing because okay, so here's my
how do you start? Or are you usually the one that starts?
No, depends, okay. But if I was to start, I would go like hi and then wink emoji and that hasn't gotten me any very far. So maybe I should start with a new tactic and try something different. But
hi wink that usually maybe just drop the wink
or maybe just one wink.
Oh, so there are 2 wink emojis. Oh,
so maybe that's
that's kind of
that's a bit full on maybe.
Yeah, maybe just one.
Or maybe
drop
just
one.
No,
or just say hi.
Hi, yeah.
Most people say just hi, right?
But then someone said to me, you actually have to have this cool opening line. I know, and I was just like, how do I do that? Cheesy. They're like, oh, you have to go and look at their photos, and then you can make up start a conversation based on something in their photo, and then you try to be fun. And I'm just like
hey, I like your dog.
Yeah, so I'm just like, why? That's a bit too much effort, I think.
That's a lot of effort because it's like, hey, if we match, then we match. Then I guess, or for me, hi is enough, sort of.
Yeah, it should be enough, and it is enough most of the time. But then I got all conscious about people saying, oh, you have to do this and you have to that. I'm like, dude, no. No, I'm just gonna say hi. But how's your you're on a dating app, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm on a couple.
Did you turn on your notifications? You promised you were going to turn on your notifications.
Well, I was still on them. I
Yeah.
think the most important thing was for you to at least
Yeah.
download. Okay, so there are two kind of like updates. So there's one dude I matched. I would say like I don't know, a couple months ago, or it sounded very long ago,
That's
but
yeah.
but maybe a month and a half or so, or
Yeah.
yeah. And
Can I just ask, do you talk for a long time before you meet them?
No.
No. Yeah. So
No,
you
I
haven't met
don't.
him. It's a month and a half, and you haven't met him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you some context. This
Okay,
is gonna
okay,
be
cool.
you're gonna find this a little funny.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So I matched with him because I know him.
Mm.
We worked together many years ago. Many years ago. Anyways, he's not that many years ago, but he was like part-time still, like a student or something.
An intern or something? No.
Sort of,
Yeah.
yeah. So he's what, 10 years, 10-ish? Oh, 10-ish. Let's just say
10-ish.
10-ish.
But that's
You
fine.
like that, right?
10-ish
So I
is
was like,
fine,
okay,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
Siri's gonna
I'm-
be
I'm
so
all-
proud
I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
and-
right?
Yeah, and we're all for it. All for it. I'm all for it.
So I'm like,
Age,
okay.
gender, I don't care. whatever.
Everything, yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool. This is fun because I noticed this before that, if I see somebody that I know, I'm like, hey, and then it's just more like, it's a starter because you know each other, right? So we started talking, and then we're like, we're going to meet, but haven't I mentioned this before in a previous episode that I'm not a chatter. I'm a chit chatter. I don't really
No,
chat.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a
said-
talker on these dating apps, right?
Yeah, I think you mentioned that in the first episode or something.
Or something. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, okay, sure, we're gonna meet and stuff. But from in my head, I'm like, it will be when it will be. I don't need to like keep it going. Sort of. For me, I don't need that
That long conversation.
That long conversation or
No.
the flirt. Or it depends. It depends because
Yeah.
since I know him, right?
Yeah.
If he was like new, I didn't know him, and really like top notch hot, I would be like, okay, let's flirt, But I'm like, fine, we'll meet, have a drink, or whatever. But then it would go like a week of silence for me,
Yeah.
or a couple of days, and he's
Because
like,
you're busy and you have a life.
that's the thing.
You know,
I'm not, and also because I don't have these notifications.
Yeah. That's kind of a thing as well.
So conclusion here with this story is just that he was like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. I'm like, why? We're gonna meet? No, because we're so silent. Like we don't talk. I'm like, what? I mean, like, why do we have to talk? We know each other. What's the deal?
Just get just find a place and meet, and then
Yeah. And so like, yeah, I got dumped.
You got dumped. Oh.
We didn't meet. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
The other update is, so this is what I do. Before trips or like more longer trips, I go and turn on so that I can location
Location in that. Yeah, you can do
in
that.
the app.
I saw that.
You have to pay for it, but it's fine if you
Yeah.
do it for a month or two, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like so desperate to go to Korea because my trip has been moved like 4 times since 2020 or something.
Because of this thing called COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I usually let's say a month before or something. And it's also just because it's cool to meet up with, if it can just be friends, It's just cool
just
to
meeting
meet
new people.
more people.
Yeah.
And also if they're hot too, I'll be like, yeah, I got you. I got a
Hanging
list. Yeah.
Then you
this
can
is
meet
my
up at places, go out and have fun. And,
Exactly.
yeah.
You meet different people and
And it's not that scary meeting new people when you've been talking for a little bit,
for a little bit.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
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 But that's a good idea to meet new people.
It is. It's not. So that's what I do. But there's so many of them, right? There're just so many dudes over there, and I'm not gonna say anything bad about Korean dudes. It's just that they will match, but they don't really say hi or anything. And then also, if they're like, oh, you don't really speak Korean, then they're kind of like, And the Koreans, they are the biggest like ghosters. They will just
They
go.
are?
Oh, they will.
Okay.
So I'm so used to it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Like they can almost like ghost you in the middle of a sentence, sort of.
But do they expect you to start a conversation?
No, not really,
no.
not really. But the thing is with them is that they will match with so many,
Oh,
and they
okay.
don't really. It's like for here, it's like okay, you match, but then you kind of like hello or hi, you know, like aren't you gonna start or okay, then I'll start or whatever.
Yeah.
But over there, it's like you will match with so many, and then you kind of like okay, who am I gonna or who's worth saying hi to or something.
Spending time on talking to.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
So it's hard to find someone there to talk to.
I mean, yes and no. It's not hard. You get like tons of matches, but just be aware that they might not talk to you. They're just interested in matches. I think maybe it's because there a confidence boost or something.
yeah.
I don't know. And also again that oh yeah, okay, you don't speak Korean or you're not located here. It says you are, but you're not. And then you're like, okay. So I also think for them, it's like, oh, is it worth it? But yeah, it's like, so I find it to be a really cool thing because I, can get to know new people. And then I have like a list of, okay, friends when I go, like, okay, let's just hang out. And then I have like a list of,
Potential dates.
Potential dates and to hang out and stuff. So yeah.
But that's cool.
That is cool.
How are they with foreign girls?
I mean there's this area Itaewon.
Yeah.
It's very international. A lot of like army based people live there. Amongst like Americans and stuff, very international. A lot of the foreigners go there to go out or to eat and stuff.
So
But it's become more of a norm. I do it like this for Koreans to date foreigners. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. As long as you don't speak Korean, it's probably pretty hard.
I mean, they're really good speaking English now.
Oh, they are? Okay, that's good, yeah.
So, yeah, especially if you go to, like, the certain areas.
Oh, that's cool.
Then you kind of, like, know that, okay, they can speak English. But, yeah. But like, back to, like, the dating TV shows, like, which ones would you actually go on?
Actually go on? I don't know if I would, though, go on any of them. As I said,
Okay.
I'm, like... I think it's really cool that people do that.
Is it more like camera shy or?
Yeah, and it's kind of dating for me is a little bit private. So I wouldn't, meeting someone just you want to meet that person just being you and not with all the cameras and everything that comes with it. But I think it's a really cool concept, and I think it's a good way for people who actually wants to do this and to do it and yeah, but no, I don't think I would be comfortable doing that. So
yeah. I mean, if it was like the right one, because I'm not camera shy, so. But like it's just the awkwardness. If I can avoid that, but a Korean version of The Bachelor.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
Because some of my friends, they're like,
you should be the Bachelorette.
Yes!
Yeah, the Korean, and then we do a Korean show with you as the Bachelorette.
Exactly.
That would be amazing.
Right? Because a lot of my friends are like, hey, can we just like
set you up with someone?
Yes,
Yeah,
or like how like a
awesome.
dating show or like our own dating show, and they're like,
that would be
Koreans
cool.
or whatever. And I'm like,
And then
yeah,
I can
sure.
be the host, and I'll be like, now we're gonna see
Right.
meeting, and then I talk to, how do you feel about it? How do you feel? That would be amazing. That would be awesome.
I would do
we
that.
should do that on like one of our episodes.
Yes.
Or speed dating.
Oh,
Korean
yeah. Okay, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Okay. Would you do a speeding without cameras? Like if it was
Yeah, for fun, I could do that.
okay,
That would
okay.
be fun.
You haven't done it?
I haven't
No.
done. Have you?
No,
No.
I haven't. I mean, I would be curious.
Yeah.
I'm curious enough to do it.
Yeah.
I just haven't really had the chance. So let's just put it like that.
It's not something that you do in Norway. We don't have that.
Not
sort of,
really.
no.
Not really.
But it would
yeah.
be fun.
It would be fun.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't do it because it's on camera. It's just that those are the dating TV shows that, I mean, they're on camera. So you kind of don't have a choice.
No.
But again, it would have to be the right one. So yeah, if you found, a lot of Koreans, then okay.
The Korean Bachelorette. That would be awesome. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah.
It would be really, really cool. So yeah, no, I'm not. But if it was maybe like if the first date one was in a different setting, like if you were not just sitting at a restaurant, but you were doing something or something like that, maybe. But
Yeah.
but
A
not
little more
not as the
activities.
concept as it is today. I think.
Yeah.
But that's for me, and as
Yeah.
I said, I think it's so cool that people do it, and
I love it.
Yeah.
I am so fascinated. I mean, there are tons of them out there. There's even like this show where this okay. There's even this show. Is it a dating show or something? Maybe not dating, but she's trying to find her potential or future baby daddy.
Okay.
And when I watched it, I was like, okay, yeah.
But
But
there's
that one was weird for me though. That was super weird. Yeah.
But it's a lot of shows. I've also seen something where you're you're in one room and your partner is in another room and you just talk through the wall. It's
oh
something,
yeah, that one.
I saw
yeah.
that. I was gonna say, and then there's something called a circle. Like there's so many different
there's so
ones.
many different ones.
So
But like dating, I don't watch the ones. I think you're similar. The ones that are can I say it? Like X on the Beach or
no.
like
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like Paradise
More
Hotel or whatever.
the
like,
real reality genre. kind
yeah,
of thing.
yeah. I need like the more serious. Like you're here to find your potential future partner.
Yeah.
And yeah, but also I like to see.
Could you imagine us on X on the Beach?
I mean, I don't even
No.
have the exes to be on X on the Beach. So
No, but they don't actually have exes. They have someone that you hooked up with one night. And
but
stuff.
then they have to, a lot of them are on the show. They like bring your exes on, and I would be like, hey, no, I don't think so. I don't think I could do that.
No,
and
me
that's just
neither.
like a big party.
We're too
sort of.
old to do that as well. It's not
Yes.
like
Oh no.
no.
But I don't think I would do that in my 20s either.
No, me
That's
neither.
not a show
it's
for
not
me.
it's not my personality to do
No,
that.
yeah, but I watch it.
So yeah,
But-
sometimes.
But it's great entertainment, like easy entertainment. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. So, but hopefully it opens up a bit more, and now it's summer almost.
Yes.
And we
or
can.
It is summer.
It is
Yeah.
starting to become summer.
It's quite hot and humid here, and the Asian here is inside or umbrella. But we have to celebrate
Pride. We're still in
Pride.
Pride Month.
Pride Month, June. Anything else during June? I don't think so.
No, there's probably things that we haven't mentioned, and we want to include everyone in our podcast. And yeah.
But Pride, yay, go Pride.
Yeah, there's no parade this year either.
I know. I
love
love that week. I love the parade.
I
It's so
know.
much fun. It's like, the best day ever. But but to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I am excited to hear more about your hi wink wink.
Yeah.
Or hi wink or
Or just
updates.
hi.
Yeah. So please update us
I will.
on this
It's
journey
actually
of yours.
Yeah, it's actually pretty fun when you get into it, and you don't expect too much on the dating apps. I think when you just talk to people and you don't expect too much, I think it's actually pretty fun. And that's because I haven't done it for so long, so probably. And then I'll probably get bored eventually, but now it's now it's fun, and it's a new way to meet people. And as we said, we're opening up a bit more, so hopefully we won't be that awkward to talk to people in a couple of weeks when we go out, because
Yeah.
you have to ease your way back into
Yeah.
it. So
The norm now is like home office, not talking to
and
people,
you still
not
have to do
seeing
social
people.
distancing. So it's
Yeah.
it's hard to meet people out, but we're getting there. We're getting
We're
closer.
getting
We're getting
there.
closer every day.
Yay.
So
And remember, vaccinate yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Still, keep your distance. But yeah. But to wrap it up, love yourself.
love yourself.
Love each other.
Love each
Have
other.
respect.
Respect everyone.
And okay.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see you next episode.
High five.
High five. Or
Yeah, good.
okay,
Bye.
bye.